Hello everyone, welcome to Results Only. My name is Drew. Today we're going to do some supersets. So with supersets, we're going to do 3 different exercises. We're going to do all 3 of these exercises 4 times through, and we have 4 different supersets. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to explain those 3 exercises of that one superset. We're going to do it all, and then we're going to move on to the next superset. This being said, since I'm doing this, if you can only do like a 20-minute workout, a 15-minute workout, you can choose any of these supersets to do, and we'll be doing it right with you. So before we get started, let's start with some rim. We're going to start with some knee hugs, hip hugs, and toe grabs. So bringing that knee to your chest, and then bringing that hip all the way up, and then grabbing that toe. I'll show you all from the side. Bring that knee up, bring that hip, and then grabbing that toe. Making sure you're standing straight up the whole time. You can alternate, but making sure you are getting your value out of these. Making sure you're getting all 3 of these stretches in. Only holding it for about 2 seconds because it is a warm-up, not a stretch. After that, once we finish up this last one, we are going to do some alternating high kicks. So opposite arm, opposite leg, kicking that foot up, try and touch your toe, get a nice little stretch of those hamstrings. Remembering to breathe. Get about 5 to 7 on each side. Alrighty. After that, we're going to do some alternating side lunges. Let's get those feet nice and wide, toes pointing forward. Our weight is going to be on our heels, and we are pushing our butt back. Trying to keep that other leg straight. Leaning on in, trying to get a little bit deeper every single rep. I'll show you all from the side. Just so you can really see me push my butt back every single rep. Always keep your weight on your heels, trying to get a little bit deeper. Let's get one more on each side. Wonderful. After that one, we're going to do some toe touch Y squats. So, remember with these, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to touch our toes. We're going to get deep into a squat. We may have some tight hips, we may have some tight hips, so you may not be able to get that low. And then bringing our hands up and standing, driving through your heels the whole entire time. So come on down. Get in that squat, bring those hands up, and stand on up. As we keep doing these, we should be able to get a little bit lower. Oops, forgot to do the touch your toes. And stand. Let's get 2 more. And 1 more. Wonderful. We're going to do 1 more. We're going to get into a deep squat. Our hands are going to be on the ground, planting our left hand, sweeping up that right hand, and coming on down. Your eyes are following that hand. Your weight is still staying on your heels. Get about 5 on each side. Wonderful. All right, so for the first superset, we're going to do Renegade rows, triceps or skull crushers, and seated band overhead pull-aparts. So Renegade rows, grab some dumbbells. Your feet are wide. You are bringing that weight all the way up to your side and switching. Your hips are staying still the whole time. You're squeezing everything you're seeing in a nice plank position. If you're not feeling these, you can get rid of those dumbbells. And you can do some plank shoulder taps. This works as well. After that, we're doing triceps or skull crushers. So you can do overhead triceps, bring that weight above your head, keeping it nice and still. You can do tricep kickbacks. Grabbing 2 weights, bend on over, and kicking your hands back. Or you can do some skull crushers. You can also do all of these with bands. Skull crushers would be better with weights though. On your back, like you're doing a chest press, just bending your elbows. Coming on up and back. So it's like you're essentially crushing your skull with the dumbbells, but please do not do that. And the last one is going to be a seated band overhead pull apart. So, gravity band. Your feet are going to be nice and wide. You're going to be flat on the ground, you're sitting up nice and straight. You're going to spread it apart. You're going above your head, you're going back and down. And back above and down to the front. Making sure you leave room between your neck, between your chin and your neck. I hope you all understand. It's going to be 30 seconds of work, 12 seconds of rest. I'm going to get my water, I'm going to get my towel, and then we're going to get ready in just a moment. See you in a bit. Welcome back. So we're going to start with that first superset. Remember, it's going to be Renegade rows, triceps or skull crushers, and that seated band overhead pull apart. We're going to do all 3 of these exercises 4 times at 30 seconds of work, 12 seconds of rest, and then we're getting a water break. So, I'm ready, so I hope you're ready. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, starting with Renegade rows. Come on. So remember, our hips are going to be staying still the whole time. Feet are going to be wider than usual. Arm is staying close to your body. Remember to breathe. Remember to try and stay nice and steady. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze that core. 5 more seconds. Good. So I'm going to turn around and do skull crushers. You can do whatever triceps you can do or want to do. We're going 2, 1. So you're doing skull crushers. Your lower back is on the ground. So I'm going the whole time, going nice and slow. You're just bending at that elbow. Big exhale. Every time you come up. Elbows are still staying close with this one. If you're going overhead, I want them close to your head. If you're going kickbacks, I want them close to your body. 5 more seconds. Come on, y'all go. 1 more rep. Good, now we're doing that seated band overhead pull apart. So grab the mini band, usually yellow or green. Get those feet nice and wide. If you want to make it a little easier, get your feet closer. So, starting in front, coming on up, back, and down. Now this is very good for shoulder mobility. It's very good for our lats as well. Even our core too, because we're sitting up nice and straight with no support. So you really want to squeeze it. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, good. Let's move it back on to Renegade rows. 1 down, 3 to go. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. All right, so maybe I'm getting a little tired right now. You can always go on your knees. Doing the same thing, get in a plank position, knees a little bit wider, and giving me those rows. It's gonna make it harder. Give me a row, and push up. Even with that push-up, you want to make sure you're still staying nice and steady, driving that chest all the way down, coming back up. Elbows stay tight on those rows. 2, 1, good. Now we're going into skull crushers. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Now you want to make this a little bit harder, get those legs off the ground. Still squeezing that core, still pushing your lower back into the ground. Focusing on just bending that elbow, on squeezing everything, and of course, breathing when you come back up. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, good. All right, we're going to that seated band overhead pull apart. Grabbing that band, getting ready. Now, if you don't have a band at home, you don't need one. You still go up, spread, back, and down, still working on this movement. It's a very good movement. This is going to help us a lot with our toe touch Y squats. Because we were trying to get our hands behind our head. Try to keep the back of your knees onto the ground the whole time, and I want your toes to stay pointed up. 3, 2, 1, good. Going back down to those Renegade rows. We're halfway through this first superset, everyone. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Keeping everything still. You need to slow down. I still want you to focus on that form. It is not about going 100 miles per hour. It's all about keeping that good form. Almost there. Good. Time to move on to some skull crushers, everyone. Whew. 2, 1, pressing on up, and bring those weights down. The closer your hands are, the harder it's going to be. Remembering to breathe. You have to take a little break. I'd rather you take your break up here than down low. 3, 2, 1. All right, going to our overhead band pull aparts. Now, to make it harder, spread those legs out a little bit more. Get a stronger band, but we're going right now. Really try to squeeze that core. Oh, my shoulders are getting sore. You got 5 more seconds. You can do 1 more. Good. All right, we have 1 more round of the superset. Let's get those Renegade rows. If you need to go to plank shoulder taps, even just holding a plank, that's totally okay. We're going to keep on moving. 2, 1, let's go. Those elbows tight no matter what. You got 7 more seconds. 2, 1. Wonderful. Let's get some skull crushers. We got 2 more left. And let's go. Arms up. Bring it on back. Remember, just bending at the elbows. I don't want to see any of this. Just go straight down and straight back up. Your upper arm should not move at all. Three, 2, 1, good. All right, last one right here of this first superset. And let's go. You really want to try and pull your elbows down towards your hips. Pull your shoulder blades down towards your hips as well the whole entire time. Keep those knees on the ground, come on. 2, 1, good. All right, that is the end of the first superset. Let's get some water, let's take a little break. I'll see you right back for the next one. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good little water break. Our next superset is going to be alternate lunges, Palloff press right and left. So with alternate lunges, you can hold some weights to your sides. You can have your hands above your head. You don't have to do anything with your hands, but you can go forward or back. So stepping forward, the weight is on your heel. Your chest stays up. You're driving that back knee down to the ground and coming back up. We're just switching. Now, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can always go with some jump lunges, but still keep making sure you keep your chest up and you keep your weight on that heel. You can always do reverse lunges as well. After that, we've got right and left Palloff press. So we're going to grab our band. You're going to grip with your outside hand. You're going to take a couple steps out. Your feet are going to be close together and you are pressing forward. With this, you want to make sure that your shoulders are down, you're relaxing your neck, you're squeezing your core, and the biggest thing of all, do not let that weight pull your hands back. I want your hands in front of you the whole entire time. Then we'll do that other side. We're going to keep going. Remember, 4 sets, 30-12. So we're going to get going right now. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So I like doing forward lunges. I like having my hands above my head. Weight is on my heel, my chest is up. I'll show you off from the side as well. Making sure you really want to try and get 90 degrees on both legs. You don't have to touch the ground with that back leg, you can go right over it. If you are touching the ground, make sure you're not slamming that knee. Keep going, 5 more seconds. Driving through that heel. 2, 1, good. Let's get a little Palloff press going. Make sure that band is high enough. 2, 1, and let's go. Taking a step or 2 out. Here with the outside hand, and we are pressing out. Big breath every single time. We do not want to hold our breath on this. So we're really working that oblique. Really trying to resist that band pulling us back. Squeeze in those glutes, squeeze in that core. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, good. I'm gonna go to the side now. Hopefully y'all can see me. We're gonna go in 3 seconds, 2, 1, and let's go. Again, grip with the outside hand. Press it on out. Get those feet close together, not letting that band pull you back. Really squeeze at that core. You're almost there. You got 7 more seconds. Just a few more reps left. 2, 1, good. All right, let's go right back to our lunges. I'm gonna do some reverse lunges this time. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Stepping on back. Doing the same exact thing. Still keeping your chest up. Driving through that heel. Getting that knee, driving it to the ground. Again, don't slam it on the ground, please. Now, you can always just keep your hands to the side. Again, if you want weights, you can always grab weights as well. I don't know why I was just doing the same leg there for a second, so I'll do 2 on this one too. 3, 2, 1, good. Let's go back to our Palloff presses. Sit up nice and tall. 2, 1, let's go. Now, say this one's getting pretty hard for you. Say you're pretty far away. Take a step in or so. That's totally okay with me. Now, if it's too easy, I hope you're taking 1 step out too. Squeeze, pushing that belly button to your spine. Now I want you to think, is my neck relaxed? Are my shoulders relaxed? Am I gripping with my outside hand? You got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Coming to that other side. 2, 1, and let's go. Remember, big exhale every time you press out. You can always get your feet closer together to make it harder, or further apart to make it easier. Less than 10 seconds right here. You can even pause and then come back in. 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to lunges. We got 5 seconds. We're going to round number 3 of the second superset. 2, 1. Let's go. Y'all should know the drill, but I'll just remind you, weight is on that front heel. Chest is staying up. So we're not wanting to bend over. We don't want to be on that toe. You really want to make sure chest stays up the whole entire time. Now take hand behind the head one step further. Raise them up in the air. 3, 2, 1, good. Going those Palloff presses. 2, 1. Big press out, big breath out. Don't let that weight pull you back. Keep that core strong. Squeezing everything you got for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Next up, other side. 2, 1, let's go. So I like having my inside hand just supporting, just to help. But I always try to keep it open so I know I'm not gripping it. 10 more seconds. Keep squeezing. You got 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. All right, we have one more round of these 3 exercises. I'm gonna get all we got right here. If you want to do jumping, you can. If you need to slow it down, please do. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Maybe trying to pick it up a little bit if you're feeling it. Halfway there, everyone. I want you to keep your core tight as well, so we're not teetering and tottering. We're staying straight up. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're moving on to our last 2 Palloff presses. 2, 1. Let's go. Maybe get your feet a little bit closer together for this last one. Good. Keep those shoulders down. Keeping that neck relaxed. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's switch sides. Last one of the second superset. Two, 1, and let's go. Really focusing on form for this last one. We want to finish strong. Halfway there. 5 more seconds. You got it. 3, 2, 1. That is superset number 2, everyone. Coming up for superset number 3, we're going to have single leg deadlifts with a band pull apart. That's for your right and left. And then after that, we're going to have kneeling overhead presses. I'll see you in just a bit. Welcome back, everyone, to superset number 3. So like I said, we're doing single leg RDLs with a band pull apart. This will be right and left and kneeling overhead press. So with that single leg RDL, we are grabbing any band you want. We are going to grab it with our palms facing up. I'll show you this way. You're going to be single leg deadlift. Before you're pulling that band apart, you're in balance, and then pull apart right by your chest. Come back in and up. Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades on that band pull apart. So before we even do the band pull apart, I want you to balance in that deadlift. Then we're going to do the other side. After that, we have kneeling overhead press. If you're not feeling like kneeling, if your knees are hurting, you can do it standing, absolutely. But kneeling, we're going to grab our weights. Our glutes are tight, our core is tight, especially because we're kneeling and you are pressing above your head. As you press, I want you to pull your shoulder blades down. I want you to get your biceps to your ears. Your palms can either be facing forward or your pinkies can face forward. Either one works. So remember, 30 seconds to work, 12 seconds to rest, 4 times through for these. Starting with the single leg deadlifts with a band pull apart. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So, going out, balance, pull apart, and come back. If you're not feeling balanced today, give me a little kickstand. Push it on back, give me that band pull apart, and then come up. If you're feeling that balance today, keep your weight on your heel. Trying to make a straight line. Remembering to breathe. Remember to stay out of your neck, and good. Let's do that other side. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Now, one side may be much better than the other, and that's totally okay. We are balanced. We are possibly balanced on one side better than that other. But remember to breathe. Breathe through that balance as well, the whole entire time. Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades on that band pull apart, or you're gripping it underhand. And good. Okay, now we're going to our kneeling overhead press. Let's grab our weights. 2, 1, let's go. So we are kneeling, standing up straight the whole time, pushing our belly button into our spine so we're not arching our back. On the next round, I'll go sideways so I can show you that way as well. Really making sure you're breathing the whole time. Get those biceps as close to your ears as possible and coming on back down. You have 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's move it back to our single leg deadlifts. Now you can always just work on single leg deadlifts too. We can grab that band, we can bring it right out in front of us and work on our single leg deadlifts. Trying to work on that balance as well. Or keep doing that band, those band pull aparts. Keep your weight on your heel, using your hips to get your leg back up. So really squeeze your glutes when you come back to stand. 2, 1, good. Time to go that other side in about 8 seconds. Getting ready. And let's go. So really trying to bend at those hips. And remember, if you're not feeling balanced, if you're getting tired, give me that kickstand. You got that same idea. Always still trying to keep that flat back. Good. Moving on to that shoulder press. Let me go sideways. And let's go. So, squeeze those glutes. Squeezing that core. And coming on up. Remember to breathe. We're pulling those shoulder blades down as you press up. We're almost there. We got 5 more seconds. A couple more reps. Wonderful. All right, we're halfway through this third superset. Getting ready with that other side. 2, not the other side, that deadlift, and let's go. Remembering to breathe. I challenge you to try and not put that foot down that is going back. 3, 2, 1. Good. Time for that next side. Getting ready. 2, 1. Let's go. Again, same challenge. Try not to put that foot that's going back down to the ground. I already lost in that, but I'm still going to keep working on it. It's all about that balance, all about the core stability too. 1, good. Let's go back to our overhead press. Getting ready. 2, 1, let's go. So I'm gonna build my pinkies forward this time. Making sure you're squeezing everything. Now, if this is feeling a little too hard, absolutely you can go and stand up. But still, even when you're standing up, you're squeezing your core, you're squeezing your glutes. 2, 1, good. All right, we have 1 more round of these. You got 3 seconds. 2, 1, let's grab that band. So you may have to go a little bit slower. 2, 1, good. 2 more left, everyone. After this, we only have 1 more superset. Getting ready. Other side in 2, 1. Good, staying out of your neck, especially on that band pull apart. 3, 2, 1. All right, last one. We have our overhead press. Focusing on the form. If you need to slow down, please do. And let's go. Keep pushing that belly button into your spine. I'd much rather you did 2 really good ones with really good form than 10 with bad form. So focus on that. 2, 1. Whew. Man, that is superset number 3. Coming up, we have V-sits, we have chest flies, and quick feet. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone, to our last superset. The first one we got is V-sits. So, we're going to sit on down to the ground. You can either have your feet on the ground, cross your chest, right here. You can lift your feet off the ground. You can still cross your chest. You can have your hands by your head. You can hold your knees if you want to. You can even do rotations. But making sure you have a long back, you're pulling your shoulder blades down towards your hips, trying to get your knees as close together as possible. After that one, we're doing chest flies. You can do this with a band. You can do this with two dumbbells. It is all up to you. I'm going to show you dumbbells right here. I'll show you band in the second round of this superset. So, coming on down. Palms are together. We're going out. Consider giving your favorite trainer, Drew, a big hug and coming back in. So, really trying to spread, still trying to get your elbows to touch the ground and coming right back up. Squeezing your core, getting your belly button close. I mean, not getting your belly, getting your lower back glued to the ground. Last one. We have quick feet. So with these quick feet, we're gonna get low, we're gonna chop those feet. So, come on down nice and low, chop, 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 chop. Moving those arms as well. Keeping your chest up the whole time. All right. So again, 30 seconds of work, 12 seconds rest, 4 rounds for the superset. Let me get my V-sit set up. Starting with those V-sits, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, lift those feet, keep them on the ground. I'm going to show y'all across the chest first. Just holding it, relaxing those shoulders. Squeeze my core. Now if you want to, right here, to the side. Holding if you need to. Remembering to breathe. You have 5 more seconds left and we're going to chest flies. 3, 2, 1, good. So coming on down. Or using that band. 2, 1, and let's go. Lower back glued to the ground. Going out, give your favorite trainer Drew a hug. Come back in. Big exhale. Stay out of your neck on this one. Now you really want to make it a little harder. Lift those feet. I still want a big exhale. I still want that lower back into the ground. You got 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's stand up. Let's do some quick feet. Getting ready. 2, 1, and let's go. So get nice and low. Chopping those feet, moving those arms. Remember to breathe. Straight up from the side. Nice bend those knees. Go as fast as you can for 15 more seconds. You have 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go back to V-sit. Oh man, I hope you're as out of breath as I am. And let's go. I'm gonna hold my knees on this one. Everything is still nice and steady. Lower back. Shoulder blades are all pulled down towards my hips. Shoulders are relaxed, and you're just breathing. You're just holding this for 10 more seconds. You have 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, next up we got chest flies. I'll show y'all with that band now. Same as lying down, but you're standing. Your feet are close together. It's going to be a little harder on my core. Give someone a big hug. And back up. Core staying super tight. Now, to make it a little easier, spread those feet apart. Finally count them in. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. feet up next, and we're halfway through. 2, 1, let's go. Get moving, get moving. Moving those arms as well. You can go side to side if you want. Come on. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. V-sit again. 2, 1. Let's go. I'll show you all the rotation now. So, our chest moves with our hands or with our weight. Try to keep your legs as still as possible. So we're not going super fast like this. Taking it easy. Still relax those shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna go back and I'll do dumbbell chest fly again. Two, 1, let's go. Still try to get those elbows to the ground. Lower back stays glued. Remember, you can always raise your feet. Make it a little bit harder on that core. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Let's get some quick feet. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, you can go side to side. You can't touch this. You can do whatever you want with these. You can go forward and back. As long as you're moving nice and quick. You can go in squares. You can go in circles. If you ever do dare so, you can go in hexagons. I can't even do that, so I'm not gonna try. But you're almost there. You're 5 seconds away. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, 3 more exercises, 1 more round. Get ready. 2, 1, let's go. Pull those shoulder blades out. Now if you need to rest real quick, but stay in this position. Halfway there. Just breathe. Squeeze in that core. Pull those shoulder blades down for 5 more seconds. 2, 1, good. All right. Time to get back to the bands or those dumbbells for some chest flies. And let's go. You can always get a slight bend in those elbows. That's okay. Squeeze that core. Do not let this weight pull you back in any sort of way. Stay even the whole way through. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, good. All right, last one. So pull out all the moves on these quick feet. 2, 1, let's go. So remember, side to side. You go forward and back. All while staying low, all while moving those feet. I'm gonna go to the square this time. What are you gonna do? Keep going, keep going, keep going. 10 more seconds. You go a little bit faster, you're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Man, that was a wonderful workout. Thank you everyone who is joining me, who has joined me. Y'all are amazing. I hope you loved it. I hope to see you very soon. That is it. That is supersets for today. Thank you so much. Have a good one.